and take some videos sometime. This one. Mr. Adam.
Adam.
How you doing, brother?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mamadou.
Oh, wow.
Hello, sir.
All right.
How are you?
He the one interested?
This is the man.
Oh, well, he's gonna catch a bad break. Yeah, so you ready to go in?
Yeah,
Let's
ready. Go
talk
check out the
business.
house. Let's talk
Oh,
business.
he got to look. Oh, yeah, you can look at the house.
He wants to look around. He needs to check it out.
Yeah, but I can do that later. I mainly just want to talk first before I take it over, because I want to make sure we're.
It's your show, man. It's your
So
show.
let's go in here to my meeting table. Man, I tell you, I started to put me a drink, Adam. I'm gonna tell you.
I hope you guys don't mind. Oh, it's a nice dog in here. So it's still owner occupied? Still owner occupied still?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Owner-occupied.
Okay.
Only because he's just down here. He's
I only been out here for 7 days. He called me. I came back down. See my bag packed. I'm ready to go again.
Oh, got it. Okay.
he's minimal living.
Yeah.
So you live around the area?
No, I got a place up in New Jersey.
New Jersey?
Yeah.
I just sold my last house in New Jersey.
You sold it?
Yeah,
What part of New
I'm
Jersey?
tired of New Jersey. It's
What part?
Willingboro.
Willingboro? Oh,
Yeah.
shit, no.
Willingboro, yeah.
Willingboro is bad.
It's
You know why?
yeah.
People from Philadelphia.
Exactly, yeah. Dude,
I'm from New York.
I had to let. You from New York?
Yeah, he's from New York.
How do you guys do it in New York? I don't know.
See, I sold
You
the
can-
house in Alabama. Now I got to get rid of this one.
Oh, really? How long you've lived here?
What, a
February
year?
last year.
Year and 2 months now.
A year, 2 months?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
See, because he didn't tell me this.
Oh, here we go.
What?
I wouldn't have bought this house.
Really? Why is that? What happened?
Well, see,
Adam helped you buy it? You helped
Yeah,
him buy it
he
too?
sold
Oh,
it.
wow.
he sold it to me.
Wow.
But you see, I'm ex-military like he is.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice. Oh, his dad is ex-military. My little cousin
Right.
here. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But see, a lot of this stuff I didn't know you had to pay for in North Carolina.
For
Like property taxes.
property taxes
But I
and
mean, I
But
told him,
there-
I said I didn't own a house either. Like it's as far as property taxes, military, like there's certain breaks that they give you and there's
Right.
certain breaks that they don't.
don't give you. Yeah.
So it's like
Well, most people don't know that about when they buy like a primary residence. That's the first thing that hit them after they buy it. You know what I mean? Like they have no idea of, okay, I just bought it. It's in a nice area, but they don't know the expenses that comes with it.
Right.
That happened to a lot of people in New York too.
Yeah, but
Like I see a lot of first-time homeowners there. They had like 2 jobs before they bought the home. Now they got 4 jobs to keep up with the house after they buy.
See, because the taxes up that way.
Yeah.
high,
I
not
used
the
to-
word.
Now Texas.
I used
We
to-
invest in Texas. If you want to talk about taxes, go to Texas. Like their taxes will deed of something. Like they have a different name for it, but it all mean the same thing. You basically just buying the property subject to whatever mortgage is in place. Like we just bought a property in Las Vegas. I forgot what the area is called, but it's the same thing. Like the realtor should have it on the market. It's been like 3 months.
Right.
We're taking over the mortgage, and over there also they call it something completely different.
Yeah.
But it's the same exact.
But this is not
Process.
the same as a loan assumption.
Yeah, loan assumption is different. Loan assumption is I'm coming as a, let's say I'm a homeowner. So they used to do this a lot back in the days, like in the like my attorney always tells me these stories about the 1970s and 80s because he got gray hair and everything. So like back in the days, like when a homeowner, somebody who, so let's say he's moving out and I want to buy this property to live in. So I just come in and assume his loan. So now I have to go to his lender, get qualified the same way he got qualified.
Yeah.
That's called the loan assumption. That's completely different.
Right.
Yeah.
See, and that's what Village Capital said.
Right. This you
They
don't
said
notify
it's
the lender, correct? Like this.
The subject to transaction, the lender has nothing to do with it. Because if you think about, most people think like the deed and title and the mortgage is the same document. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not, right? So you can transfer ownership and leave a mortgage in place any day. So that's a subject to. But the lender don't get involved in that.
Sure.
Like let's say for example, let me give you an example. Let's say
He gave me an example on the phone.
okay.
Okay.
Who are you referring to?
Village
The
Capital.
lender? That's your bank here?
Yeah, that's the one that mortgage.
Okay. You said FHA, VA loan or FHA? VA loan.
This is VA loan.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay. He said, you're gonna have to sit down with somebody. He said, because if it stays in my name,
And you default. That's what
this
he's
is
trying to
the
figure out.
default, okay? If you don't pay them for 3 months, and you making money off this house, they still can foreclose.
Yeah, they still can foreclose. I mean, that's whether you own it. So it doesn't matter who's making the mortgage payments. If you default 3 months today, they will foreclose on you, even though you're the owner and you qualify for the bank.
But that's
it doesn't
what he's
change.
That's what he's trying to figure out. So that's.
No, I'm gonna address that. That's the number one question, just so you know that we get. Okay?
because
It's like, hey, if you
told
get.
me on the phone, said, Mr. Heights, you sound like you got a good deal. And he said, but
Yeah. So
they
let me.
missed 3 payments.
Pros and cons. That's it.
He said,
Tafsir, make sure you get this, because this is the best thing. Okay? Make sure you
he
get
said,
it.
because we can foreclose, and that's
Yeah, on anybody, yeah.
And that's bad. He said, and that's bad on you.
On you, yeah. Because you're still on your credit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because that was a VA loan.
Yeah, exactly.
He said that's different than the rest of them. Instead of first-time buyers. He said, but that damn VA loan,
Yeah, I
don't want
own
to play with that.
I own 7 houses with VA loans in place. The most recent one that I bought, which I'm gonna actually move into because I'm moving to Atlanta, is a VA loan. I bought it from my cousin. He's in the military.
Move to a lap.
Oh, it's for business. It's not for. It's not because I love the city.
Because don't nothing move there all day and all night.
No, it's
like
it's for business. I work from home, so I don't care about the traffic. But it's mainly a business decision. It's not a. And I'm tired of the. In Maryland, like the weather is bipolar, man. Every single day you have a different weather. Jacksonville,
The
right?
weather is bipolar.
Oh, Jacksonville is. I went to Orlando, Florida. I was like, oh my gosh. Today it rains. Tomorrow is like, what do you guys?
That's here. A cold, hot.
Here too, yeah. But
Yeah, but
and
you don't have as many cold
and
days.
Fayetteville, I'm bored because I'm not military. Everybody's military, so it's like I'm in the pool of, but the family is there, so it's good. But I'm gonna tell you, like the one I just told you guys in Vegas with this realtor, right? We hopped on a Zoom with her client, and after I explained the subject to her loan is a FHA loan, okay?
Right, yeah.
After I explained the subject to, they understand it and everything. At the end, she was like, Mamadou, really, number one, she's a ex-addict when it comes to like alcohol, so she loved this that we're doing sober living, right?
Sure.
But she said, I love that idea, but this just sounds too good to be true. Like, where's the catch?
Yeah.
Right? That's the number one question we get all the time, okay?
Absolutely.
This is
So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
number one, when you think about it, guys, it doesn't really sound too good to be true, because if you think about it, right, the loan's still on your name.
I
So
know
if
that.
you're trusting somebody that you don't know from Adam's cats to make these monthly payments, okay, that's the number one question we get.
That's it.
Here's how we work. Here's how we structure it. Just so you know, here's how we structure it so there's no headaches on you, but you also know we're never gonna default. Every single time we buy a property this way, by the way, just so you know, is always one, because there's properties we buy that have zero equity. None. So like if they want to sell the house, like this lady, she's gonna have to write a check to pay her realtor's commission.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
she
So
comes to the table.
this is the only way we can help, because the fix and flippers are offering too low.
Yeah.
Okay, because why? They want to buy it, put money into it, and resell it. But if the property is turnkey, what are you going to fix? If I get this house right now, I'm not fixing anything.
Right.
What am I going to fix? But for us is, okay, as long as I can cash flow every single month, that's what I care about. I don't care about the equity.
Right.
I care about my ability to cash flow. So can I turn it into a midterm rental? Can I do assisted living? Can I do sober living? That's what I care about. So, but the way we structure it, if you leave the loan in place and we take over the payments, here's how we structure it. Number one, we always like in your case, we're giving you money. So we have skin in the game because we're bringing money to the table. That's number one, okay?
Go ahead.
We're covering the closing costs. Mr. Handsome Adam here is getting paid as well, right? So number one, we spend it.
Handsome.
I agree.
Don't compliment that.
What did you do to him? That's number one, okay? Number two, here's how we structure it. There is something called, so in Maryland, they call it the deed of escrow.
Right.
In Texas, they call it the deed in lieu of foreclosure.
Okay.
Here, I think they do call it the deed in lieu of foreclosure as well.
Okay.
But what we do is we put a document in place that has what is called a performance clause.
Okay.
So what that says is, if I take, what's your name? I don't even think I can
Wallace.
Wallace. So I take over your loan. What the document at closing, we have to sign it at close of escrow.
Yeah.
What the document says is, if I take over your loan, I'm now responsible for the monthly payments, right?
Right.
One, I don't make your payments, by the way, just so you know. I don't pay your lender. What I do is I use a servicing company. We pay them $17 every single month, and they service all of our properties. Because there is properties that we buy that is own free and clear, for example. That's seller finance, where the seller finance their equity, okay? Like this property in Vegas, they don't just have one mortgage. They have the first lender, and then they also have solar panels.
Oh, okay.
They have monthly payments on that, so they're leaving that loan in place, and we're also taking over those monthly. And then they have a bunch of other monthly payments, like they owe money to Home Depot, that they're paying monthly. They took a loan. And so all these loans, like when you buy a property subject to, is subject to any mortgages in place, doesn't matter. So we have some houses that they have like one loan, first position, second position, okay? So I don't want to every single month have to think about paying all these things. So we pay a servicing company. The same way Wells Fargo does. It's a servicing company. When you pay in your bank right now, you're not paying your bank, you're paying through a servicing company.
Right.
Okay, so we pay them to service those payments, just so you know. So your payments every single month, you don't have to chase me. The servicing company pay it. That's number one, okay? So it's automated. Number two, that document, what that document states is, if we ever miss 31 days of payments,
Right.
what happens is the property revert back to you. So all you do is you take the document, so it stays in escrow. That's why they call it the deed in lieu of foreclosure or the deed of escrow. The title company or the servicing company is who hold it. Because that document, if I hand it over to him, and tomorrow he goes, well, you know what? I kind of didn't like Mamadou, even though I sold him his house. Let me just go to the county and record this and get back my house, right?
Right.
That's why somebody, a middle person, keeps the document, okay? But if I miss 31 days of payments, here's what's going to happen. Madison Management, which is a servicing company we use, they actually service, they're based in New Jersey, I think. So they service all these areas, right? They're going to call you. So on the 31st day, they're going to call him and say, hey, the person that have your loan is in default one day. They're going to apply a 10% late fee. So they charge me a late fee. And then if I still don't pay, that's the 30th day. If I still don't pay on the 31st day, you call Madison Management and you say, hey, still haven't paid. I want to enforce the deed. How you enforce it? I've done it physically on a property that I financed to somebody. Here's how you enforce it. You just go to the county and you record it. Let's say I'm behind $3,000. You take the deed of escrow. Man, I wish I should have brought it because I have one I'm doing right now. You fill in, let's say I'm behind $3,000, you fill in $3,000 late. That's what you buying the property back from me for. You go record it to the county without me needing any authorization. Why? Because I already pre-signed at the closing. And you record it and now you get the house back.
Yeah.
You restart making the payments yourself.
Yeah.
You can sell it, rent it, do whatever you want, keep all the payments we made along the way. And everything, and now the house is all yours again. Yeah. This is why when people say it sounds too good to be true, or what is my risk if you guys get abducted by aliens, it's all about how you structure it. Sure. So it's always, when you sell in the house this way, you just want to make sure you're selling it to an investor that is credible and understand what they're doing. Because the lender is not, the lender, what do they care about? Is receiving my monthly payments.
They just want their money.
They just want their money. They don't care who's paying. If you leave today and you don't sell this house and you go, Adam, listen, I'm going and I'm taking a boat and I'm going to the Caribbean or whatever, right? I'm not gonna have my credit card. You, Adam, I'm not gonna sell the house. I'm gonna come back here later on, maybe retire. I want you to log into my mortgage payments every single month and make the payments. He can, right? Do they really care? He could literally, right? So the lender, they're in the lending business, not in the real estate business. That's what people don't understand. So you can sell a house subject to leave it. Now, how you protect it is always the question.
Yeah.
So because your credit is in line, right? But what is your worst case scenario is always what sellers ask. So your worst case scenario is if we ever default 31 days, that document, you just enforce it, you get the house back, and you do whatever you want with the house at that point. Now, if I come in and spend, depending on the house, some houses that we buy, we're all in $25,000, some houses $50,000, depending what it looks like, and some houses absolutely free, like the one in Vegas. I'm not as buff as Adam. Adam should try. Adam, come try, please.
Well, you know,
bend up the knee.
Adam, and you were military, bro. Like, come try, man. Come on, stop playing.
this motherfucker down. That dress over there, that some bitch was a bitch.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're right. Oh, so you bought it as a set, right? They don't look the same. I love this wood. Like, I love this one. I love this wood. I love the color too. Yeah. So it depends, right? It depends on. Let me know if there is one thing you want to leave, and I will see how much couple of extra bucks. Because if I'm already paying resale and I have to now buy the furniture, it's like. But if you're leaving something, let's talk about it. Because I'm gonna have guests here.
I'm not just gonna leave it.
No, absolutely. It's you know.
Now,
But yeah, let me know what it is.
Okay.
So we can talk about how I can. Oh yeah, you have the washer and dryer too.
That you have to add. Okay, add this here to it.
Okay.
That you said payments that you would take over. Mm-hmm. This is a payment here.
Okay, how much you still have left?
Shit. Cost $3,000. I still owe 15.
1,500.
Yeah.
How much you pay a month?
75.
75. Okay. So you just as long as you send
But
me.
if y'all can't handle it, I'll pay them off and take them.
No, I can handle it.
You know what I mean?
You just need to send me where do I send the payments to who?
It's right here in Jacksonville.
No, like that. I would need their. You have a
Yeah.
like a loan statement or something.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, so no, I can take over the 75 bucks. Just keep making the payments, not a problem.
Yeah.
That would be perfect, so I don't have to buy. Because otherwise, I have to buy a new one anyway.
My wife made me get this shit. It ain't been here to you.
Washing your own food.
How long did she stay here before she moved? She.
Weeks, I think, right?
No, she didn't stay 2 weeks.
Oh, she wasn't even here. Like she didn't even stay here. Like when they were supposed to.
I moved this shit by myself.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Then I think it was a week or two later.
That's crazy.
I went and got her. Then she stayed 3 days. And I had to take her back.
How did they find you? Were you the listing agent on this?
No, I was a buyer's agent.
How they found you?
We got hooked up through a
Referral? Referral, best marketing, by the way, just so you know.
Word of
Always.
mouth, everything. It was
No, when I seen it, a friend of mine, 30 years, he owns Anchor Mortgage. So he sent me to.
I'm not as buff as Adam. Adam should try. Adam, come try, please.
Well, you
You
know,
gotta bend at the knee.
Adam, and you were military, bro. Like, come try, man. Come on, stop playing.
them motherfuckers down. That girl over there, that some bitch was a bitch.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're right. Oh, so you bought it as a set, right? They don't look the same. I love this wood. Like, I love this one. I love this wood. I love the color too. Yeah. So it depends, right? It depends on. Let me know if there is one thing you want to leave, and I will see how much couple of extra bucks. Because if I'm already paying resale and I have to now buy the furniture, it's like. But if you're leaving something, let's talk about it. Because I'm gonna have guests here.
I'm not just gonna leave it.
No, absolutely. It's you know.
Now,
But yeah, let me know what it is.
Okay.
So we can talk about how I can. Oh yeah, you have the washer and dryer too.
That you have to add. Okay, add this here to it.
Okay.
That you said payments that you would take over. Mm-hmm. This is a payment here.
Okay, how much you still have left?
Shit. Cost $3,000. I still owe 15.
1,500.
Yeah.
How much you pay a month?
75.
75. Okay, so you just as long as you send
But
me.
if y'all can't handle it, I'll pay them off and take them.
No, I can handle it.
You know what I mean?
You just need to send me where do I send the payments to who?
It's right here in Jacksonville.
No, like that. I would need their. You have a
Yeah.
like a loan statement or something.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, so no, I can take over the 75 bucks. Just keep making the payments, not a problem.
Yeah.
That would be perfect, so I don't have to buy. Because otherwise, I have to buy a new one anyway.
My wife made me get this shit. It ain't been here to you.
Washing your own food.
How long did she stay here before she moved? She.
Weeks, I think, right?
No, she didn't stay 2 weeks.
Oh, she wasn't even here. Like she didn't even stay here. Like when they were supposed to.
I moved this shit by myself.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Then I think it was a week or two later.
That's crazy.
I went and got her. Then she stayed 3 days. And I had to take her back.
How did they find you? Were you the listing agent on this?
No, I was a buyer's agent.
How they found you?
We got hooked up through a
Referral? Referral, best marketing, by the way, just so you know.
Word
Always.
of mouth, everything. It was
No, when I seen it, a friend of mine, 30 years, he owns Anchor Mortgage.